up, you guys, and welcome back to another Squid family video. Now today's video is going to be a long one, so go and get some snacks and a drink and come and watch this, because today I am going to be doing a makeup declutter video because I have so much makeup in so many different places. Like, I've got some in here, in a little makeup bag. I've got some in a couple of other little makeup bags, and I want to get my collection down and put it all in my Made by Mitchell makeup case that I have shown a couple of times on my channel, just because it will make it a lot easier to just pull from there, whack it in a little makeup bag and take it with me wherever I want to go. So I hope you guys are ready for this video and let's get into it. So I have started out by completely emptying this makeup case. I have everything out in front of me right now, and I honestly cannot believe the amount of stuff that I have. Funnily enough, skincare I don't have a lot of, but makeup, like, this is just freaking insane, the amount that I have. So I am gonna go through and declutter a lot of it. I am gonna start out with skincare and then obviously just progressively go through and get rid of a lot, because this is actually mad, the amount of stuff that I have. So yeah, let's get into decluttering skincare. So all of my skincare I have sorted out into this Burberry bag. I kind of have a few face creams. The Simple Skin Quenching Sleeping one, I think I am going to get rid of that one because I don't use it very often and it seems to make my skin kind of oily, so I'm going to get rid of that. I am keeping the Patchology Rejuvenating Eye Gels because I love them. I will be keeping the No. 7 Protect and Perfect SPF 15 moisturizer because, again, I quite like that one and it's SPF. I am going to be keeping the Q&A Caffeine Eye Serum. I am going to be getting rid of the Lash Sensational Eye Lash Serum. I'm going to keep the Lush Cherry Scrub because I haven't used very much of that so far. I am going to be keeping my Laneige moisturizer because I like using that one when I'm putting more of a full face on, as well as I'm keeping the Laneige eye cream as well. I am going to be getting rid of the Magic Myth and Marvel hand cream by Heathcote and Ivory. I don't really like it. It seems to get really sticky, so I'm going to get rid of that. I am keeping my Bath & Body Works Sunshine and Lemons hand sanitizer because it's always good to have some hand sanitizer by you. I am going to get rid of this Primark lip scrub because I've literally almost ran out of it, so that, and I don't really like it that much. I am going to keep a hold of my Meadow Honey Farm lip balm because you can never go wrong with lip balm. And I'm going to get rid of my Carmex one because I'm not really needing the full coverage. And then some new products to add is a little sample size of the Helena Rubinstein Replasty Age Recovery Night Cream. I'm going to give this a go tonight and see how it is. And then I am also putting in this Baccholi booster. Apparently it's supposed to be better than retinol, so I am gonna add this in. I have used it once and my skin is still smooth from it, which is awesome. And then I'm going to put in the Ordinary Peeling Solution 10-minute exfoliating facial. It blows out the box. Great. Love that from my camera. This I haven't tried yet. There we go. I haven't tried this yet, but I am really looking forward to trying it. So that is my skincare section. Next up is eyeliners. Now, I have accumulated a few, but I'm going to get rid of this one star stamp eyeliner because I have a double. So I'm going to get rid of that one. I am going to keep my flower stamp one and my moon stamp one and my other star one because I like those. I am just going to slide those in there. I am going to keep my NYX Epic Wear one because I like using that over the top of the Foria stamp eyeliner, just because it makes it last a little longer, although this is a pain in the butt to get off. Actually no, do you know what? I'm going to get rid of this NYX one because I haven't used it in a long time. But I'm keeping the Foria stamp eyeliner. I am going to keep the two NYX Jumbo eye pencils in the black and the white ones. Just because I love putting the white one under my eye to brighten it up a little bit. And if I'm doing a smoky eye, then I like using the black one. I am going to keep the King Cole one because I've just got this and I'm going to try and use it in my waterline. And then I am going to, unfortunately, be getting rid of my Made by Mitchell All Smudge No Budge. Just because of every time I seem to have sharpened this, it's broken. So I'm going to get rid of that. Next up, I'm going to go through my lip glosses because I have a lot of them, but I don't use very many. So I am going to keep my W7 Rosé one because I've been using that recently and I really like it. I am going to be keeping my Fenty Beauty Fussy because I love using that over a nude lip. I am going to be keeping my Lipstick Queen one in Space Cadet because I like putting that one over a red lip and it works really, really well. I am going to be keeping my Too Faced in Sunset Crush. This is a little mini one. I've repurchased this a few times and I love it. I am going to try and use this Made by Mitchell Beam gloss. I haven't used it yet, but I think I know exactly when I'm going to use it for, so we will see how that one goes. I am going to keep this Coca-Cola X Revolution one because I love using this over a red lip and my partner really loves this one as well. And then I think the rest are gonna go, which is these two Beautopia ones that I haven't actually used. I've used the clear one a couple of times, but I don't really I don't really like the formula because they're really sticky. I am going to get rid of my NYX This Is Everything lip oil because it's out of date by this point. I am also going to get rid of this Max Factor Gloss Balm because I don't like it. it gets really, really sticky as it starts to dry down, so I'm going to get rid of that. I am going to get rid of this Revolution lip gloss in the shade Over. I got this a couple of years ago in a advent calendar, and I don't really like the formula of it. I unfortunately am going to get rid of my Sleek Lip Shot Gloss Impact because I have a feeling this is out of date. Because I've had it for so many years. And then I am going to get rid of the That's Swell, what's it called? Lip Plumper from Barry M, because I haven't used it in ages. And I don't really like the way lip plumpers feel on my lips, so I'm going to get rid of those. Primers, I only have 3. I have the NYX Marshmallow Primer. I then have the new, or one of the new ones that I got for Christmas, the Clinique one. And then I have a Revolution eyeshadow primer. I'm going to keep all 3 of these just because of, I like having variety with my primers. And yeah, next up with foundation and concealer, I am going to keep the Max Factor CC cream because I love wearing this when I want a little bit of lighter coverage. And I'm just going to slot that in with my primers. And then for foundation, I am going to keep my L'Oreal True Match as I'm using that at the minute. And I'm just going to put that next door. I am going to keep my Too Faced Born This Way. This is my second pot of this, and I freaking love it. So I'm going to keep that. And then I don't understand why, but I have 2 of the Collection Lasting Perfection in porcelain in shade number 2. So I think I'm going to keep one and give one away. I can feel that this one's hardly been used, whereas this one's been used a bit. So I think, yeah, I think I might keep both of these and just see what I'm going to do a bit later on, because I did repurchase this one a little while ago. So maybe one's dried out, who knows, but I'm going to keep them. And that is that drawer done. I am then gonna go in with my mascaras. I am gonna get rid of the That's How I Roll one from Barry M because it is slowly drying out. And then I'm gonna keep the Maybelline Curl Bounce, and I'm gonna keep the dupe for the Benefit. This is the W7 More Lashes. This is a dupe for Benefit's Roller Lash. So I'm going to try those, and I'm just going to put those in the same section as my foundation. For powder, I only have 2, and I'm going to get rid of this Natural Collection one, as I've had it for a really long time. But I'm going to keep my Maybelline Fit Me. I really, really enjoy using that one. Next up, for bronzers, I am going to get rid of this MUA bronzer in the shade Bronzed. It is slightly too light for me. I obviously am keeping my Collection Bronze Glow. I love using that. I really, really enjoy it. I also am going to be keeping my dupe for the Hoola bronzer. This is the W7 Honolulu bronzer, so I'm going to keep that. And then I don't really use cream bronzing products, but I am going to keep the Made by Mitchell blush in Shady Business and try and use it a little bit. So I'm going to be keeping those. And then for blush, I am going to get rid of the MUA blushed powder just because of, I haven't used a lot of it, but I have found that I don't really like the formula, so I am going to declutter that one. I am going to keep my XX Revolution in Risk, as I absolutely love this shade and I love using it. I am going to keep the Rimmel Maxi Blush in Exposed because I love using this when I'm doing a natural makeup look. And then I am going to keep my, actually no, I'm going to get rid of my Lottie London Blush Crush. It's been with me for a long time, so I think it's time to get rid of it. Next up, for highlighters, I have a few cream highlighters and I have a few highlighter powders. So for the cream highlighters, I'm only getting rid of one. I am going to get rid of this Profusion stick one. I don't really like it. It goes on really greasy. But I'm going to keep the Made by Mitchell in Drip Drip, as I love using this on my eyes as well as a little highlight. I also am going to keep the Made by Mitchell Creamy Bellini as well. And I am keeping the Made by Mitchell Ice Ice BB as well. Ice Ice BB is a very similar shade to Drip Drip, but it's got a slightly icier tone to it, which I really like, so I'm going to keep those. I am going to be getting rid of my Primark Brunch Club highlighter. I have started to hit pan on it, and it has been in my collection for ages, so I'm going to get rid of that. I am sure that this is out of date by now, but I am going to keep my Sleek Makeup Solstice highlighting palette because I really love the shades in here. The top two, these two are creams and these two are powders, and I really like this palette, so I'm going to keep that. For lip liners, I don't have very many, so I'm going to keep this one from Primark. I don't even know what it's called anymore because the gold has rubbed off, but I really like this one for when I am doing a nudie brown lip. I am going to keep this Batman X Revolution one as it's a black one, and I like using this and then feathering in a red lip on the inside. I'm going to keep my e.l.f. Red Rogue one as well. I'm going to get rid of this Primark one because it is broken and it's been in my collection for ages. I'm keeping my Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Pink Venus. And I'm going to get rid of this Studio London one. I am going to sit those in with my lip glosses. For brows, I am going to keep the Got To Be gel because I love using it and it really is a good eyebrow gel, just a clear eyebrow gel. I am going to keep my Maybelline Tattoo Brow because I love using this to do freckles. And I'm going to have to put that in there because it doesn't fit. The two that I am going to get rid of is my L'Oreal Brow Artiste Genius Kit, and I'm going to get rid of the Barry M Brow Wand and Gel. I have had these for ages. They used to be my go-to brow routine, but I don't really like them anymore as I like going for natural brows. Now, for eyeshadow, there is a few that I'm going to keep, but I think I'm going to get rid of most of it. I have 3 single eyeshadows, which is this MUA in the shade Pearl. I am going to get rid of this because I have a better gold shade in one of my palettes that I'm keeping. I am going to be keeping the Made by Mitchell Gel Glaze in Sweet Beast. I have used this a few times. I mean, look at that shine. And it's really nice for when I want to do pinks. So I'm going to keep her. And I also am going to keep the other one of his that I have in iced coffee. I love using this when I'm doing a little bit of a smoky eye. Sometimes I will use this, sometimes I will use the NYX Jumbo eye pencil. So I'm going to keep that as well. I am going to get rid of this Ginger Ray Pride Flag face paint. I bought it to use at Pride this year just gone, and I never actually got to go to Pride. So I'm going to get rid of this. This is old at this point. I unfortunately am parting ways with my Chocolate Frog palette because I have used it a couple of times for the highlighter in the middle, but I haven't actually used, I tried to use the eyeshadows, but I don't really like the formula. I love the packaging. If I could save the packaging, then I will try to, because I really, really love the box on this, because it just looks like a Chocolate Frog box. So if I can save the tin, then I will, but if not, it's going. I am keeping my Fenty Beauty Snap Shadows because I love using these for the pinks. As you can tell, I have really gone in on the shade Supernova. Oh no, it's not Supernova, it's Sugar Shock, that one. And I absolutely love using this palette. I mean, look at that payoff. So I'm going to keep her. So she is going to stay. I am going to get rid of this Studio London palette because I kept the Fenty Beauty one. I also am thinking of getting rid of this Revolution one. I might keep it because of the matte brown shades, and I don't have too many of the matte brown shades. I obviously am keeping my W7 Rosé All Day palette because I haven't had a chance to use this yet. I am thinking of using it for New Year's Eve. And then I am going to keep my Harley Quinn X Revolution palette. And obviously I am keeping my Huda Beauty Emerald Obsessions palette. I need to figure out where I can fit all of these because I'm not 100% sure I can fit them all in, because the Rosé All Day palette is slightly too long. I am also going to keep my Hello Queen Elvira palette from the Beauty Works because I really love those shades, and that blue is to die for, and I really love these purples when I'm doing a smoky eye. And I mean, look at that mirror. How could you not keep that palette? Next up for lipsticks. Now, I like wearing lipstick every now and again, but I don't use it all too often. But I obviously am keeping the two Revolution Pout Balms. I have used the, the Mocha Shine one a couple of times, and I absolutely love it. I am going to keep both of these. These are really, really good. Like, they're so creamy and they're so glossy, so I'm going to keep both of those. I am going to get rid of my Model's Own red lipstick, as I've used it a couple of times, but I know that this is really, really old. I am going to keep my Benefit Their Real lipstick. I have used so much of this that there's hardly any left. So I'm going to try and finish off using it. I am going to keep my L'Oreal glitter balm because, again, I really love using this on days that I don't want to wear like a liquid lipstick or a lipstick fully. This just adds a little bit of sparkle, so I am going to keep that. I am going to keep my MAC Dozen Carnations because I love this shade. It's like My Lips, but better. I am going to keep my Lippy Chick one from W7 because I've only just got it. So I'm going to keep her. I am going to keep my Intense Volume Matte from L'Oreal Paris because I absolutely love this shade, and I love pairing this with the Charlotte Tilbury lip pencil. I am going to get rid of these two Revolution ones, as I have barely touched this nudie brown shade, and this other one I have had for ages, so I'm going to get rid of both of those. I am going to get rid of my Soap and Glory Sexy Mother Pucker one. I am going to keep this L'Oreal Paris one as I love this deep brown shade and it lasts forever. I am going to get rid of this collection red one because I'm not really over keen on it, so I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to keep the Batman X Revolution glitter lipstick because I absolutely love using it. I have only worn it once so far, but I am going to wear it again soon. And then I am going to get rid of this Revolution deep purple one because I'm not really into that deep of a colour anymore. So yeah, I got rid of quite a lot now there. On to my liquid lipsticks. Now these are my addiction, so let's go through them. I am going to keep my MAC Love Me Liquid Lip Colour because I absolutely love using it. I am going to be keeping both of my Bella Pierre Kiss Proof lip creams as I flippin' love these. They last me throughout the entire day, so I'm going to keep both of those. I am going to get rid of the NYX Shine Loud liquid lipstick as I don't really like these dual formula where they've got the liquid lipstick and then the gloss the other side. I'm not really over keen on those. I am going to keep the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink from their birthday collection. I can't even remember what shade this is, but this is a really bright hot pink, and I'm going to keep it and try my best to use it. I'm gonna keep this Elizabeth Arden one in the shade Seductive Magenta because I do like this one. I haven't used it very often, but it's more of a lip cream than a liquid lip, but I do really like the shade on it. I am going to get rid of the Dirty Works Barely There one because I find it too sticky and I don't really like it. I am going to keep my Skinny Dip matte lip in Cupid's Bow as I love using this when I want a nude lip. I am going to get rid of the Skinny Dip matte lip Metallic Meteor one because I'm not overstruck on it. I am keeping the soft matte lip cream from NYX in the shade Madrid, as I really, really love this as a deep red. I then am gonna get rid of my Shane Dawson x Jeffree Star in Are You Filming, as obviously there has been a lot of controversies that have come out about him and about Shane, and I don't really want to be dealing with all of that stuff when I do makeup looks and things for you guys. So this is finally leaving my makeup collection. And then the last ones that I am going through is I have the NARS Power Matte Lip Pigment in explicit red. I'm going to keep this because it's a nice dewy light red, and I've only used it once or twice, so I'm going to try and experiment some more with it. And then obviously I am keeping the Superstay vinyl inks from Maybelline. I have the one in Fearless and I have the one in Lippy, so I'm going to keep those. Brushes is where is going to be the hard one, because I have so many I can't even hold them all in one hand. So I'm going to do face brushes, then eye brushes to get rid of. So out of the face brushes, I am going to keep my Real Techniques ones because I really, really enjoy these. I am also going to keep this one that I found in the pound shop. I know it's another powder brush, but I do like using this one every now and again. I I'm going to keep this one that I got in a brush roll set because I like using this one to put on my foundation. I am going to get rid of this random fan brush that I have, and I'm going to keep the masked one. I am going to get rid of both of these because they have seen better days and I'm not really over keen on them. I am going to keep this masked angle brush because I like using this one for contour. I am going to also be getting rid of this one and this one because I'm not really over keen on both of them, and they're just not the greatest quality, so I'm going to get rid of those. I am keeping my Made by Mitchell MF3 brush because I like using this one for contour sometimes. And then for face brushes, this is actually insane. So I'm going to keep my Real Techniques ones because I really, really like using them, and you know, you can get like the really, really small ones from them, so I am going to keep those. I'm going to get rid of this sprinkle brush. I have had it for ages and it is slowly beginning to fall apart. I am going to keep this tiny little pencil brush from Masked because I love using this one to do my freckles with. I am also going to keep these other three from Masked. As you can tell, I use them a lot. I am going to get rid of this pencil type concealer brush because I don't really like it and it's almost too thick for me. I am keeping this random one that I found because I love doing my cosplay red eyeshadow with this. I am keeping these two flat brushes as I love using these to put shimmer on my eyes. I am going to get rid of this eyebrow brush, the same as I'm going to get rid of this eyebrow brush as well. I'm going to keep this packing brush from Masked. because I absolutely love using that one. I'm going to keep this little small Made by Mitchell one because I love using this one to blend out my eyeshadow. I am going to get rid of this one from a Lacura eyeshadow palette that I have. I'm not really 100% on this brush. I like the fact that it's dual-ended, but I'm not really over keen on it and the bristles like to come out. I am going to keep this small little liner brush from, I think it's Real Techniques. And then I am going to keep my spoolie. Oh my god, there is a lot of hair stuck on that. I'm keeping my spoolie because I love using this one to brush through my eyebrows. And then I'm going to get rid of this lash comb and brush thing. I've never really used it and I'm not really 100% sure on it. So that is all of my makeup organised and has managed to fit all of it with some space inside my Made by Mitchell makeup case. I have gotten rid of loads. Like, I have filled this black bag all the way to the top. Like, I can't even close it with how much stuff I have gotten rid of. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it because I definitely did. The next coming days there will be a couple of videos going up, which is going to be really cool. I think I'm gonna do a skincare routine video, and I think I'm gonna do a get ready with me video. I don't know, we shall see. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!